All right. Thank you, everyone, joining us. We really appreciate it. We are live and direct here in Johannesburg. It's Nigeria Town Hall meeting, and it's going to be a great day. But before the meeting, we want to have conversation with people that really matters. These are the people that have been living in South Africa for some times, and they understand what it is when we are talking about Nigeria in South Africa. Sir, I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited to see you on this program once again. I just wanted to introduce yourself to the people listening to us at home, and who you are, where you are, and the position you hold in the society.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, South Africans and Nigerians in Nigeria. My name is Edwin Chikata Ijeoma. I'm a professor of policy and public sector economics. I have been in South Africa for nearly 3 decades. I was one of the cohorts that came after 1994. And I did my studies here. I specialized in my area. And since then, I have been a lecturer, a senior lecturer, till I became a full professor. I worked with the University of Pretoria, the University of South Africa, University of Fort Hare, and presently I manage Center for Scientific Research and Innovation based in Pretoria. It's a think tank that work on policy and public sector areas. So those, in a nutshell, who I am and what I do in the Republic of South Africa. And again, before, when I was doing my PhD, I had done some work with the Nigerian High Commission when Ambassador Lagunju was the ambassador of Nigeria here in South Africa. So I was a student, and I was also assisting in the Nigerian High Commission at that time. And I was also one of the pioneers of the Nigerian Students' Union in South Africa. And when I eventually groomed a lot of young Nigerians to know themselves, to showcase the country, to ensure that we have good representation in South Africa. And this is one of the reasons why Nigerian Spice Initiative is in the heart of every well-meaning Nigerian, both professionals and non-professionals alike. We want to see that the image of Nigeria is protected wherever we go.
All right, sir. I love what you say, sir. But let's look at the Nigerian then and Nigerian now. What happened? Where do we get it wrong? Why did the name Nigeria become something that when people hear it, they don't want to associate with it?
Yeah, good question. When we arrived here in the late 90s, Nigerians were respected. For example, I had the privilege to study under South African government scholarship. Nigerians were respected. We had a good number of Nigerians, professionals, alike in neighboring countries like Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Lesotho, and so on and so forth. So it became a challenge when the South African communities were being infiltrated by some Nigerians who destroyed the image of the country. And of course, in every 12, there must be a Judas. As at that time, we didn't have any problem with the name Nigeria. In fact, South Africans embraced us and we embraced them. We had good relationship. And that kind of relationship gave people like us opportunity to grow in this country. And therefore, when the bad blood begin to filter in, and of course the consequences is what we are facing today. So we have decided to tell our own story, that there are professionals, Nigerian professionals that live in South Africa, and Nigerians have made a lot of contribution in South Africa post 1994. I'm not talking about the contributions that were made before democracy in South Africa, but post 1994, a lot of Nigerian professionals had come here, made contribution, and assisted in developing this country. And that is why some of us are still proud to be Nigerian. We are Nigeria not because we were born in Nigeria, but because Nigeria was born in us.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Okay, so let's talk about tonight. It's going to be a great conversation where Nigeria is going to gather together under one roof. What are the topics that you think will be gaining momentum here tonight?
Yeah, that is why I also extend a lot of thanks to the coordinators of this program, the head of this program, Dr. Bumi Alabi. You see, since after independence in South Africa, there were a lot of proliferation of associations of Nigerians living in South Africa. And those proliferation had also affected the welfare of Nigerians here. And therefore, the Nigerian spies has been able to convene Nigerians under one roof to talk about the proliferation, to talk about some areas where we should deal with redeeming the image of the country here in South Africa. It's not going to be only Nigerian affair. We also intend to bring in South African authorities, South Africans as individuals and communities to work with Nigeria. So it's an open discussion where we tell ourselves the truth. We are in South Africa because we are Africans. We are brothers and sisters on the continent. And the role of Nigeria being the most populous country and also the largest economy on the continent is crucial, is important, and therefore we wouldn't want to be associated with criminality in South Africa or elsewhere. And I know that in every 12 there must be a Judas. It's not that Nigerians are the most criminal ridden people all over the world or in South Africa. But the point is that our name has been tarnished and we are saying enough is enough. So in this meeting, we are going to tell ourselves the truth. Those who flout South Africans' regulations, laws, and policies as Nigerians will not be allowed. The issues around drug dealing, the issues around what they call advanced free fraud, 419, and so many criminal activities will no longer be allowed as Nigerians in South Africa. I want, when I tune into television or radio in South Africa, we'll hear that Nigerians are doing great job. I don't want to tune into a South African SABC or any other public or private broadcaster to hear that somebody has been arrested and is a Nigerian. So the bad behavior of a few Nigerians here is destroying the image of the country, and it's affecting people who are genuinely here doing genuine business. And that is what we want to stop. In the final analysis, we are all Africans. It will not be nice for Nigerians to come to South Africa and destroy the economy and destroy the image of Nigerians, and also have bad relationship with South Africans, and vice versa. It will also be wrong for South Africans to go to Nigeria, flout the law, disrupt the policies, and so on and so forth. So what is going on here? We know that Nigerians are many. We also know that when an average African is accosted here in South Africa, you are considered to be a Nigerian until you explain yourself. So that is the pattern here. Every 10 African here in South Africa, 9 are considered to be Nigerians. And that is the reason why, if you see anybody from other African Union countries commit crime here in South Africa, they will first of all say that is a Nigerian until it's proven otherwise. I don't want to mention cases, but there are cases where it has been reported that Nigerians were caught doing one thing or the other that is wrong. At the end of the day, you discover that they are not Nigerians. So we want to start to disabuse the society, not by rhetoric, but also by action. And we want to send a strong message to South African authority that Nigerians in South Africa, well-meaning Nigerians in South Africa, is ready, or we are ready to ensure that the bad eggs amongst us can no longer be hidden. We are no longer going to keep quiet and allow a few Nigerians to destroy the image we have built for years in this country.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it, and I like the way you stretch it so that people can be able to understand. Thank you very much for the pleasure of your time. To everyone, thank you so much. Please keep watching it, keep sharing it. We are still here. It's going to be a great conversation. Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.